Dude, I was going to wait 2 minutes, but forget it. We're going live 2 minutes early. Omega Mario in the chat. What's up, dude? Good to see you guys, man. Happy Tuesday, my friends. It's glorious. Oh my gosh, it's a glorious day. By the way, I know that every time when I'm in here, I start fidgeting with this thing. Can I just say, I've got a new arm that I'm going to be installing after this stream, so we don't have to touch this all the time. It's become like a nervous habit thing. But guys, it is a glorious day. It is the first rain of the season. It is cold outside. Oh, dude, fall is here, and I feel like I come alive when that happens. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Good to see you guys. Omega, dude, it's good to see your name in my chat, bro. It's been a very long time. Good to see you. Dude, you're digging the mood lighting. Yeah, this is kind of the new setup. It's a work in progress. You know what I mean? If you go back and even look at like a stream from a year ago, the thing I was telling my wife that's a little bit wild is if you go back and look at like my previous videos and all my previous streams, you can watch the evolution of this room and how the design continues to change. Like there used to be a TV there, the whole background morphs, and yet here I am, dude. I stay the same. I remain. The dude abides. What can I say? Dude, Ace of Spades. What's up, brother? Ethan, good to see you. Man, I was in there for your Resident Evil stream last night, and it was like right at dinner time. So it's like I tried to watch as much as I could and then shoot over for dinner. And then, yeah, by the time I was able to get back, it looked like you were done, but it seems like it was a good time. Rock has Zach in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. It is Lego time. We're going to keep building the Lego Game Boy. Faux show. Here's the thing that I will say, okay, as you're coming in, if you can, let me put it in the chat, okay? I'm going to throw, it's twitch.tv/TheRetroHunters. I'm going to put it in the chat right now. If you can, go watch on Twitch. We are very close to hitting affiliate. It's like everything is done. It's just we need like the concurrent viewers over there, and then we're going to hit it. So like it's possible that we'll hit it by the end of this month because I think we're hitting everything else. It's just that that one metric that we got to hit. So I think we're good. So if you can go watch on Twitch, great. But if you're here on YouTube as well, it's all good, baby. I love it. All right. Let's see here. Dude, Electric in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Dude, me and Electric and I have been... Dude, we've been playing. We've been playing that Dedius for the month of October, and I just have to tell you, it's rough. There is some rough stuff there, dude. It is crazy. Let's see. Ethan says, "No worries, dude. Thanks for coming. If everyone goes according to okay, we will be doing it again tonight. If everything goes the way it needs to go, I think is what you're saying. That's great. Oh yeah, if everything goes according to plan, there it is. Yeah, dude. Chance Foxley, the mod with the most, the architect. Seth Rollins is not the architect. I like to. I think like officially, I might be referring to Marcone as the architect. That's all I got to say. Zach, the Rock Has guy in YouTube chat must be handsome. Not gonna lie, dude. He's a looker. What can I say? Thor, Pokemon trainer. What's up, man? Welcome, my friend. We're getting ready to build. We're getting ready to finish building the Lego Game Boy. I do really quick. We do have a couple of shout outs here that I want to do. We got some new folks coming in, so I want to say a little shout out to Kara Boujon, Gara Boujon over on YouTube. Montario Matthews, dude. Montario, that name is like, you get the ladies with a name like Montario. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. NB, aka the Nat Man. What's up over on YouTube? Thanks for subbing over there. Insane Ninja Boy, which sounds like a Mega Drive game to me, like a Sega Mega Drive. Insane Ninja Boy, I get that. Dial Up Dreams. We're going to talk about It's right here. We're gonna talk about a little bit of Dial-Up Dreams, and we're gonna talk a little bit about your friend, my friend, Ace of Spades 7, aka Ethan. Guys, before we get too far in, you know me. When I discover something on YouTube that I'm really vibing on and that I'm digging, I love to share it with you. And so I want this guy. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. This guy does not need my help. The amount of growth that this guy is seeing right now is buck freaking wild. But it's because his stuff is great, and the vibes are immaculate. That's all I have to say. And he's got a great Discord that's going on over there. A really cool community that I joined in on as well. Let me pull this up real quick. And just the retro scene right now is going through, like there are these retro YouTubers that have been around for a long time. I am one of those. I took a long break. I was here, 15 years ago. I took like a 9-year break. I've been back for a couple of years. There is like this scene of, the tried and true that everybody knows. But there is this new generation, dude, that is coming up. And this just really cool vibe of like, everybody's welcome, but it does feel like this vibe of like guys in their 30s and 40s, like you were young gamers and now you're dads, you're husbands. Maybe you're just older and like you have a lot more life experience. And so there's just all of these like elements that come together that are sort of like formulating our life experience and like trying to do all of those things well and also not lose, you know the drum that I beat around here, like not lose who you are and the things that bring you joy. And one of those things for a lot of us is gaming. And so figuring out how do we get gaming to fit into what real life requires at this age, at this stage in our life. It's like I said in the gaming is childish video. It's like you want to lean into those things that give you joy, but you also don't want to ignore the things that require your attention and that require your intention. Okay. And so this channel freaking just popped up in my feed. I watched one video, as did a lot of people, and it's just kind of blowing up. So I want to share this with you guys. You may already know about caffeine and consoles. You may already know JD. This video right here, retro gaming is the antidote to modern chaos, is the one that I first saw that sort of blew up. And as soon as I saw this video, I was like, dude, I love this. I love the vibe. I love the message. Like, it very much resonates with where I am and some of the like I said, some of the drums that I'm beating right now. And so, great channel. When I watched this video, 4 days ago, the guy had, I think, under 4,000 subscribers. And right now, according to my thing, he's sitting at 6.5. So like, dude, this thing is like to the moon. I don't know, but it's pretty amazing. So go give him a sub. Go join his Discord as well. It's like a community over there that is popping off. It is really cool to see. And so really, really cool stuff. All right, let us, I like, you know how I am. I like to share that kind of stuff with you guys. All right, let's, and sorry. And so I said, we're going to talk about Dial-Up Dreams. We're going to talk about Ace of Spades. These are some dudes that I met over there who are also part of the community. I was at Ace of Spades, aka Ethan. I was trying to jump into his stream yesterday. He was playing some Resident Evil: The Village, which is, you are a man for that, because those games, dude, those games mess me up. I just feel like I can't do it. All right, where is my collab cam? Where'd you go, baby? Let me see here. Oops. Okay, let me try something here. Maybe I talked for too long and it was like, hey, dude, if you're not gonna use this camera, then I'm just gonna log off for a minute. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, dude, Redican following over there on Twitch. Thank you, my friend. Good to see you as well. All right, where did my... Oh, man, don't you do this to me. Okay, hang on. Let me try something real quick. And then I will get caught up on the chat, guys. I'm sorry. Asagi Akimbo, I see you. Shelf, I see you. Oh, dang. Let me see. Shelf, what are you saying? You're saying the streaming vid link is not working. I was waiting over there with 4 others. Stupid Chad wouldn't let me share the link. Oh, yeah. Per the YouTube chat, you have a live stream coming for today, which is still listed and isn't live. Okay, that's what happened to me last time. Okay. Let me see if I can share in that chat. Because I even see Sour Cream Sanchez over there, maybe. Okay. That happened to me last time, and dude, YouTube has been messing with me. I don't know what's going on with that. So, all right, let me try this again. Let's see if this collab cam is ready to fire up. Huh. Okay, I might have to generate a new link. I might have to send this to myself. Sorry, dudes. I had it all squared away and ready to go. And now we're seeing some issues. Alright. Sorry. Sending myself my own link. Let's see if this works now. Sorry, talk amongst yourselves. Dude, anytime we introduce new technology into the setup, something funky always goes down. Okay, I can see it here. What is going on? It is not letting me. Worst case scenario, I will grab my webcam and we'll just turn it down. Dang it, dude. Dude, yeah, Zach, like we were saying, yeah, YouTube is like a well-oiled machine, dude. So I shout out to Zach for continuing to keep an eye over there. For some reason, here's what I'll tell you guys. Whenever my live streams go to VOD, I will never turn off the comments. So if you hit a video or if you hit a live stream, like a past live stream that's not letting you comment and it says comments are turned off, let me know, because that is not intentional. I don't know why it's doing that. So, dude, what is going on with this collab cam, bro? Try this again. Join. Wow. Join. Okay, I've got a feed here. Weird. Well, let me try one last thing. Sorry, guys. This is being a little funky. Let's try adding it one more time as a new source. That is the same link. Darn. Okay. Pivot time. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to figure this out. All right. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to go, so we're going to give it a shot. Figure out how to. I'm going to pull this camera off of it. Okay. Don't worry. We're going to figure this out. Yeah, it's weird. I literally fired it up and had it ready to go on the other scene. And then as soon as I said hi to you guys, I switched back over. And now it's like not recognizing it, which is really weird. Dang, dude. should just be able to like double click on it and say show on stream. And it's worked every other time. Did everybody who was over on YouTube make it over here? Hang on a second. Sorry, dudes. Let's see if that did it. Yeah, I'm afraid it's something in the... I'm afraid that it's something in Streamlabs itself, where I'd have to restart the program, which is really strange. Okay, let me try one more thing. I'm gonna unplug this camera. Yo, okay. This down, let's do that. Okay. Dude, now we got like a mobile cam, dude. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm wondering if... How am I going to do this? If I do it this way... Nope. That's not going to do it. Crap, man. Oh, wait. I know what we're going to do. We're going to unhook this. Hang on. All right. Is the lens cap off? Get out of here. So the collab cam, my camera's going to come back on in just a second. The collab cam is actually my iPhone. And it worked really well last week, and it worked really well when I was booting up the stream. For some reason, now it was doing something funky, so I'm not really sure what that was all about. But... this should fire up here. Yo, there we go. Okay. We're like figuring this out. Okay. I'm also going to put it on autofocus. I'm making some changes here. And then I'm also going to, let's see, we're going to flip it vertically. Yeah, dude. Okay. We're figuring this out. On the fly. I mean, it's not the ideal setup. This is not quite what I had in mind, but we're figuring it out. Let's see something here. Let's also bring up the exposure just a little bit. And then I thought the autofocus would be a good idea, but I don't think it is. So I'm going to try to focus it in. There we go. Dude, I hate the quality of that. Oh, jeez. Okay, we do that. And then, dude, I'm like Frankensteining my whole setup right now. I'm changing all the lights. Everything. Oh my gosh. All right. Dude, this feels like we're in a bunker or something. The lighting is all like super warm and stuff. Oh gosh. All right. All that to say, we figured it out. All right, let me get caught up on this chat just a little bit. If you're new, if this is your very first stream, it never goes like this. So you've seen it at the worst. Welcome. Let's see here. Okay, looks like we're sharing a lot of links, trying to get that figured out. I don't know what's going on over on YouTube with that. What I am seeing is there's a lot of people over on Twitch, and that's good. I was talking with Marcone over in the Discord. I am considering going exclusively to Twitch for live streaming. I was thinking about doing it at the start of next year, but maybe it's going to be sooner than that. So if that happens, we'll talk about it in the Discord, and I'll throw it up on the YouTube channel just to make sure we all know exactly where it's going to happen. But some of these shenanigans that have been happening over on YouTube is not great. Zach says, go full cam and describe what you're building in vivid detail. Dude, that sounds so good. All right. So if you were here last week, you can see this is about where we were. We finished the D-pad. And some of the start and select button area, trying to get that ready. The detail on the inside of this build is just kind of nuts. You know what, I'm going to adjust the focus to try to get, yeah, like right there, like that, better. Okay. Chances YT is best for vids, not for live streaming. Think Make Poke, if you decide to go that route, you should still post the live stream videos to YouTube afterwards just for the exposure. Yeah, that's, you know, that's a great idea. Yes, the cam is flipped. It is, it's flipped vertically, and it's also flipped. It's like mirrored, I guess, is what's happening here. Dude, we're trying to figure this out, man. What can I say? Yeah, I'll tell you, part of the reason why I'm considering the change over to Twitch exclusively, one, has to do a little bit with the some of these technical issues that we're seeing, which whenever I'm multi-streaming, like I'm live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, you just get stuff like this that's a little bit dicey. Where's this one I'm looking for here? And the path to like affiliate and some of the really cool features and stuff over on Twitch is much more tangible than over on YouTube. And so that's part of the reason why I'm considering it too. But one of the things that was interesting is, okay, so the channel that I just showed you guys, Caffeine and Consoles, JD on there, he was talking about the fact that he streams to Twitch because of a concern for, like, based on the way your live stream performs, can affect like what he called view velocity on your regular uploads. And so I have noticed that, like, I feel like some of my uploads do really well, some of them don't, and there's part of it where I'm like, maybe that's just something to try for a while. And then, like you're saying, think, like you're saying, is like just post it over there as what's it called, as a VOD. Okay, there is one piece that I cannot find, and you know how this goes. My old man eyes. Here, I'm gonna pull all this down here. Will this Game Boy work, or is it just a model? Dude, it's gonna work in our imagination. Here it is. This is the piece I'm looking for right there. It's gonna work in our imagination, and you're gonna be stuck on that one part of Super Mario Land indefinitely, but that, like, you're gonna just do that jump again and again and again, but it's gonna be a beautiful thing and you're gonna love it. You know what I mean? Actually seeing some of the mods that people are doing on the Lego Game Boy is crazy. That it's like actually working, and they're like putting guts in it, and it's like actually doing what it's supposed to. Like, it's just crazy, dude. It's crazy to see what people come up with. Okay, hang on. Where did that piece go? Okay, so this piece, we just built two little components here. Okay, so this piece is going to go here, like that. And then this piece is going to go here, like so. And then, oh, this is going to feel real nice. You ready, guys? Look at this. We're going to put, oh, it is mirrored, so to you, looks like it says, Yabim Mag on Donanen. There you go. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm going to try one more time just to see if Streamlabs got their ish worked out. If this collab cam turns on. Yeah, it's not going to do that. You dirty dogs. Strike one. Strike one and you're out. All right. D-pad, I think, is what we're looking at here. So we're going to flip this guy over. And then we've got one of these gold boys. And then we're going to pop all of these in here. I was kind of a madman last week, and I decided to like not put all the pieces into a bag for like literally last night. I put all the pieces into a bag that were left over from last week, and that was such a bad idea. There's like so many times where they like could have got lost, or I got kids in here all the time. All right, D-pad going in. I believe it's going to settle right in there is what it looks like. Oh yeah, dude, that's got a nice little, I'm trying to see if I can get you guys to be able to see. It's got a nice little rocker movement there. And part of that is, remember, there's like that little squishy guy down in there. And then this little thing is going to pop on there and squish it around. So we're going to have to lock him in here in a second. Oh, dude, the front of the body is like going to come together right now. Okay. Let's see here. So this guy is going to go here. Oh no, that needs to like seat in, because the build kind of goes around it. Okay, and then a square piece goes here. And then we're going to put an L piece right here. And then another L piece down here, which is interesting. Oh, that's what locks it in. Okay. I was like, that feels pretty loose, dude. But now when you feel that, oh, dude, that's... If you're here last week, you know that like there's just little things that you start to feel and stuff on this that are just like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. The D-pad is red. That feels really nice. I'm not going to lie. Okay. Let's see. What do we got here? Yeah, let me take a look at this chat. Dial-Up says, will the Game Boy work, or is it just a model? Yeah, just a model. But it is wild. Like I said, if you search it on YouTube, there is a lot of videos that are popping up of people who are creating... They're basically taking, whoops. They're basically taking like circuitry and like some of the guts out of this thing and filling it with what you need and with like an actual display. And I think I even saw one where you could actually slide a game cart into the back and it would go. Like I've seen everything from that to something where somebody just put a display and then included a, I don't know if it was a USB-C or something like that, but they could basically emulate a game on like a PC, but they could, you know, plug it in and then you could play it, but it was actually being, you know, emulated over on the other machine or something like that. So, all right, so here we're actually making the buttons. Zach, you got to head out for an appointment. Good to see you, brother. Thanks for being here, man. Sorry for the technical issues. Interesting. Okay. So this is going to be one of the buttons. The way they did that is super clever. Okay, we're going to make another one. So let me get you guys a little bit closer up on this. Okay, so we're going to take this guy. We're going to put this gold one on. Like that. And then we're going to put the drum. Where's my drum at? There should be another drum here. Oh, there it is. Oh, gosh, it's like way over there. See, I should have had these in a bag. Okay, so you're going to pop those on. And then we slide this through here. Like that. And then put the button on top. And that kind of locks it in. Ah, that's cool. All right. And then we're going to put this like that, and this like that. Right? Yeah. Okay, let's put this to the side. They want us to get an L and one of these guys. That. Like that. And this guy goes on here. Holy moly, so many attachments. Chances, the thing about Twitch is that they've changed the backend to go against lurkers. The stream has to be front and center, unmuted, and people have to chat in order for it to count. Oh, dang. Usagi. Yobe Mag. There you go, dude. This is the Lego Yobe Mag. Riddican, are your A and B buttons squished or warped? Mine were. Wasn't sure if that's how it was meant to be. Oh, interesting. Oh, dude. Interesting. I think they might be a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. It does almost look... Let me pull this off because I think it's really easy to get that back on. I don't know if this is really going to show up, but you can almost see that there's like... It's not a perfect cylinder. There's almost like a little lip that's going around it. Interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't have noticed that unless you said, hey, thanks. Omega says, I want to get playing some Game Boy games. I know the Switch has got some from my old collections. Oh, yeah, dude. Well, over on the Discord, we are doing... we're doing our Game of the Month Club. And for October, we're doing, obviously, you know, spooky games. And so this month, we're playing through Silent Hill 1... Caffeine and Consoles in the chat. Holy crap. Or following over on Twitch. What's up, dude? Dude, if you're here and you're hearing the sound of my voice, big fan of what you're doing, my friend. And we're having an immense amount of technical difficulties over here, but we made it happen. Oh, dude, hey, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. I was kind of gushing about your channel, like, just about 10 minutes ago. I was saying it's very cool to see the amount of growth that you're seeing, and man, the community that you have coming together over there is really, really cool. And so, man, just yeah, it's very cool, very inspiring. Glad to be over there and be a part of it. And can I just say, dude, Minish Cap, jeez Louise. I would have slept on that game if it hadn't been for you guys talking about it over there. It is so good. I'm really enjoying it. Because I'm like, anybody who knows me knows that I'm a Link to the Past, like, fanatic. Like, to this day, I would consider best Zelda game of all time. But Minish Cap, it has been very enjoyable so far. All right, so it looks like we got our buttons coming together here. This is really interesting, the way that they did the rubber bands to give you some of that tactile feel. I don't know, dude. It's pretty cool. Pretty dang cool. Okay, so yeah, dial up. We're saying, okay, so we're doing Silent Hill. We're doing Real Monsters. You can either do it on the Genesis. You can do it on the Super Nintendo. I started it on the Genesis. and I'm getting my butt kicked. That game is like way harder than I thought it would be. And then the other one we're doing is like a homebrew Game Boy game called Dedius. Jeez Louise, man. It is... Those who are in it know. It is, especially for a Game Boy game, dude, it is heavy stuff. But it's really, really interesting. So, let me see. Oh, dude, okay, so JD, well, that being said, where do you need me to watch and commit to you? I want to get to the moon, brother. I want you to get to the moon, Twitch or YouTube. Oh, dang, dude, I really appreciate that. Okay, so what I was saying is we're having some technical difficulties, which obviously happens. Like on the you know, you're putting together a live stream and you're hoping that people are going to show up, and then of course there's going to be some issues. So we've had a little bit of technical difficulties. Usually you can see my face, and then this is a second cam, but this time we're just pivoting. But we're trying to get to affiliate over on Twitch, and we're very close. It's just getting the consistent viewers over there. So anybody who can watch on Twitch for the live stream, that's going to be helpful. And then obviously when I post a new video, if you can watch that on YouTube, then that's a thing. I did notice too, man, that you had said that you weren't going to be streaming on YouTube because of the view velocity. And that was really interesting to me. I kind of want to pick your brain on that because I have felt like, I don't know, some of it's been so inconsistent over on YouTube with stuff as far as the way views have come in or not come in. And whatever you're doing, man, you're doing something right. Let's just put it that way. So I would be interested at some point to kind of pick your brain and see what your experience is there. All right, I think we're just getting ready to lay this in. Oh, but it says, okay, if you can see here, it says we're going to pop it in, and then we're going to kind of slide it into place, and it's going to lock it in. Oh, baby. This build is ridiculous, man. Okay, so we've got the D-pad. Okay, and then now the buttons with that rubber band behind, the feeling of that is so cool. Oh my gosh, it's so rad. I love that. Let me see here. EOR. Oh, what's up, EOR? Hello there, Sir Robert Van Richer of Huntington. Hello to you, EOR. You're looking fabulous today, my friend. You said Minish Cap was the first Zelda game you ever owned. I still think it's prettiest top-down Zelda game to look at. It is really nice. It is really nice. I was surprised by it. I'll say that. Electric. I'll say Omega, I need to try getting 3 folks to play 4 Swords on Switch GBA app. Dude, I'd be down. I've never played 4 Swords, but I know what you're talking about. I'd be so down. We can make this work. Electric says Zelda 2, Rob. I gotta keep bringing it up till Rob tries again. Dude, so this is the weekend. So just a heads up to you guys. This is the weekend that I go to the monastery. So I'm gonna be like off the grid. Like completely 100% off the grid starting like Friday night till Sunday late afternoon. But when I get back, dude, maybe a Zelda 2 will be in my future. Okay, so here we have, this is where we're building the speaker. Now, hang on a second. We're gonna, what do they want us to do with this? Oh, like this, I think. Okay. So like that. And there's like the little speaker in there. And then they're saying to flip this. And then we got 2 of these right here. Insane Ninja Boy, what's up? Hey, thanks for the follow, man. We gave you a little shout out just earlier in the stream. Saw that you had followed over there on Twitch. Thanks for doing that, my friend. It's good to see you. Midnight Mike 76. Good afternoon. Good to see you, my friend. JD says, I'm paranoid about it. I did it on my first YouTube channel, so I want to make sure I don't hurt the good. Yeah, dude. I hadn't heard anything about that, and I'm interested to know if, because I started YouTube back in like 15 years ago when we launched the channel and we were like hunting for games, retro hunters. That's what we did. And then I took a 9-year break, and I came back about 3 or 4 years ago. And part of this journey has been trying to figure out what do I want this channel to look like, because I'm not really a collector anymore. And so that's been part of it. It's like trying to figure out like what do I want this channel to be, and I'm finding more and more that it is. Wait, what did I did I do something wrong here? No, this should be... What? What have I done? Oh, I think I put this in the wrong spot. That's why. Part of it has been, yeah, trying to figure out, like, what do I want it to be? And more I'm finding, one, the handheld emulation scene. The handheld emulation scene has been such a game changer for me because, and I've shared this on my channel many times, it's hard for me to game the way that I used to, I guess is a way to put it. It's like, I don't want to like take over the whole living room. I don't want it to be something that disconnects me from my family, but I also don't want to neglect it. It's like I said in my video, gaming is childish. Like, I spent 10 years in vocational ministry, and when I was in that scene, like, there's just a part of me that, like, part of it was self-inflicted. Oh dude, there's the select and start buttons. Oh my gosh, I love that. I was in vocational ministry for, you know, like 15 years, and for a lot of that time, I felt like I had neglected some of the things that really brought me joy in an effort to kind of fit in with these guys who, like, were just constantly processing these huge ideas and, like, all that kind of stuff. And I just became... it was just different. I was just neglecting things that I really enjoyed because I thought that was the right thing to do. And I don't want to do that anymore, but I also don't want to give myself over to something that's unhealthy. And so it really is trying to find this way to strike a balance between the things that bring you joy and not neglecting those things, so you don't become bitter and you don't become jaded and you don't have resentment about things. Maybe that's my struggle. But also not giving yourself over to them in some way that's, like, unhealthy or that, like, causes you to neglect the things around you, like I said, that require your attention and your intention. Those are two separate things. And so coming back, it's been really cool to, like, try and figure out, like, okay, how do I do this channel in a way that is fun, is healthy, is engaging, and, like, I think is, like, more than anything, is, like, community focused first. Like, that's part of what I love about live streaming, is just that direct interaction that we get, like, in the moment is really, really cool. It's part of the reason why I love Discord, and just our ability to, like, connect and stuff. It's just super cool. So yeah, you know. Let me see here. JD said, okay, Midnight Mike, man, I'm hoping my wife scored me one of these. Where's everyone getting this? Okay, so I pre-ordered mine. As soon as I saw it, I pre-ordered it on Lego.com, but I know that Costco's have had a lot of them, and I think people were even able to get them before the pre-order at Costco. So, like, we pre-ordered it, and I'm expecting it to show up, and I'm seeing people scoring it at Costco. I'm like, dang, dude, that's awesome. Omega says 2009, 2010. If I remember, for Retro Hunters, as Game Chasers was in near same time frame. Yeah, actually, what's really cool, and if you guys have been around, you know, the loss of Billy was just wild, dude. Just wild. But yeah, what's really cool is actually, if you go watch the very first Game Chasers video, at the very end, after the credits, there's actually a message there where they shout out our channel. Because, yeah, we had been doing it for a while as a Screw Attack partner for a while before they came on the scene. And so it was cool of them, especially in the midst of the success that they were seeing, to give us a little shout out to their community and say, hey, here's a channel that's been doing it for a while. You should go watch them. They're doing good stuff and stuff like that. I really appreciated that. Ethan says, see, that's what I'm trying to get out of. I don't want to be a video game collector. I tried that. No joy in it for me. I want to enjoy the games. Yeah, put a pin in that. I'll come back to that, dude. EOR says, one of the problems with streaming on YT is that they count view attention. So if someone stops by the stream, doesn't watch the whole thing, it gets bad for analytics. Okay, see, that's a thing, dude. Okay, that's why I'm kind of considering the Twitch move. Insane Ninja Boy, I just want to have friends and meet people who are cool to hang out with. 100%, dude. I love that. Dude, life, like, at this, I don't know how old you are. Like at this life stage too, dude, it can be hard to like make friends. And I know that like that was a thing that was a hang up for me is I'm like, the things that I enjoy are video games, Legos. Like when like in my office at work, like there's so many Legos everywhere that people walk in and they're like, oh, you like Legos, huh? And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of a sickness. I'm sorry. But one of the things I love about Legos, and this is how I justify it to people who are judging me, is I say, you know what? It's a great stress reliever that doesn't require me to look at a screen. I just use my hands. It doesn't require me to scroll. I'm not like, you know, I love playing games, but like it's just one other thing that I can like disconnect from screens for a while, do something, you know, tactile with my hands, and like just kind of watch something come together. It's really cool. So yeah, dude. Let's see. JD says, I did too. So vocational ministry, huh? I was in youth ministry, went to seminary to be a pastor. Yeah, dude. So I started out in camp ministry, and then hang on, let me get my bearings here. Started out in camp ministry, and then went into church ministry and did everything from hang on, let me make sure I'm doing this right. Did everything from youth for many years, then moved into live production, music, all that kind of stuff, video production, which is what I do now. I don't work for a church anymore, but I do like video production is my main gig for an organization. But yeah, and then I was in, you know, live production for a long time. Eventually went into a large multi-campus church in Utah. It was a non-denominational multi-campus church in Utah, and eventually became one of the campus pastors for one of their large campuses over there. And that was like that was a couple of years before COVID. And so actually when COVID hit, that was part of what caused me to make a career pivot. And there was a lot of like rough stuff that to this day, to be honest with you, that I'm still processing through. If you watch my Gaming is Childish video, you hear me kind of unpack a little bit of it. But yeah, dude, it was just time for something new and to pivot away from that specifically. And so that's what I did. And no regrets so far. And yeah, like just, I mean, I guess this is getting like a little raw and vulnerable. I still believe what I believed, you know, and I still, you know, follow what I followed, but what my vocation is tied up in, and even the way that I view how we can connect with people in that way has changed a lot, I guess is kind of a way to put it. So I can unpack that more at some point if people were interested in that, but yeah, I guess that's a way to put it. Let me see. Shelf says, I saw these Lego sets at Target. NES, Atari, so Game Boy might be there now. Yeah, dude, and people have their hands on the Sega controller, but I don't know where that is. That's crazy, dude. Coffee Ton, just looking at all these pieces is overwhelming, like watching someone squeeze through a tiny crawl space. Yeah, dude. It's, and especially with like dude, I'm going to be 42 in January. These old man eyes. It gets hard to know where all the pieces are at times. So like, it'll be a piece that I'm looking for and it's like right there. And it takes me forever to actually find it. But let me see. Ninja Boy says, I'm 40. I just moved states. I reach out to people and I get the blank stare of, why are you talking to me? Dude, that sucks, man. I'm sorry. I will tell you right now, it is hard. It's hard. It can be hard at this stage to make friends. And there is something about like online friends. I totally get that. Like we talked about that like a couple of weeks ago about like parasocial stuff, that like the whole idea of the parasocial relationship on things like YouTube and stuff. Like, yes, there's elements of it that are not great and that are not healthy, but there's also elements of it that are real and that like you can make a connection with people and you can build a community. And, but all that to say, it is possible to make new friends at this stage in life. I will tell you, I recently, like in the last 2 years, made a friend that he might even be on here. His name's Eric. I don't know if he's watching. He's probably going to see this later. So Eric, when you're watching this, who's like a really, really good friend to me, and like encourages me, champions the things that I'm interested in, and like is like a great ear when I need an ear and stuff like that. And so the thing I will say is that it can be hard. I totally get that, but it is possible. And yeah, just find community how you can, I guess is a way that I would say. Because it is a difference maker. And that's part of what is so cool to see on formats like Discord, to see the way that people are able to connect. I'll be honest with you, like my Discord is like is kind of smaller and kind of like blossoming right now. Like there's just this smaller group of dudes that are really consistent there. But I will say that for JD, for Caffeine and Consoles, like that's one of the things that's really inspiring to see about his community is the amount of just like, it seems like really cool, like nice, like just cool dudes, man, who are just kind of hanging out and being cool to each other. Like there's no, it doesn't feel like there's a lot of like, I don't know. Sometimes you'll get, you know, some people who take those spaces a little too seriously, or like things can get a little snarky and stuff like that. And I'll just say, yeah, it was a breath of fresh air to like join a community that's not mine, that felt welcoming and cool. You know what I mean? So I appreciated that. Okay, I'm just like building over here and not even, I don't know if I did this all right. I just got in the zone. So let me take a look at the chat real quick. Oh, dang, we only got 10 minutes left. Okay. Midnight says Legos equals therapy. Heck yeah, dude. Dial-Up says, I'm 33. I need new friends to play games with. The people I used to play with quit gaming for social media or refuse older games or anything not highly competitive. Yeah, that's tough, dude. Ethan says, I've really taken up model building. Love it for getting me off screens and working with my hands. Dude, model building is nuts. Like that takes a level of precision and patience that I feel like I don't have. And so I salute you for that, dude. I will walk through like the Hobby Lobby aisles sometimes and see all the models, and I'm like, it'd be so cool to put this together. There's no chance. JD says camp is brutal. Did a couple years at Hume. Oh, dang, dude. Heck yeah, dude. I know Hume. We went to Hume quite a few times, and my wife almost took a job there when we were going to leave Utah. We decided not to, but she almost did. So yeah, we were almost there too. I was at Sugar Pine for many, many years, and I have no complaints. Like if you live in the California area, you probably know what Sugar Pine is. If you're anywhere else, or Hume, but if you're anywhere else, you guys probably don't know what we're talking about. But yeah, I was at Sugar Pine for many years and actually loved it there. Grew up going there and worked there for like 7 summers, and then was full-time there for about 2 years. And that was actually a great experience. Like still to this day, we, you know, give to them and support them, and really love the work that they do up there. That place was instrumental for me growing up as like just a great place to grow and meet people and learn and all that kind of stuff. So dude, we can meet for coffee over it. That would be awesome. I would love to do that. Shelf says, I remember a Mormon knocking on our friend's door during my early 20s. We were playing some fighter game and he asked to join. It was kind of off, but we let him in. Dude, that's sick. I love that. Yeah, when we lived in Utah, I'll just be honest with you guys. When we moved to Utah, we got a lot of people who, because we weren't part of the LDS church. And when we moved there, we weren't part of the LDS church. We were part of another church, but people had warned us that it was like, hey, you know, be careful going over there because, you know, it can be tough if you're not. And I'll just say that was not our experience at all. We really loved it. I fly back to Utah every 2 months because I do production for another YouTube channel in Utah. So I go back there every 2 months, and we do like a filming weekend and lock everything down, and then I bring it back and edit and post and all that kind of stuff. But I have nothing but good things to say about Utah and the people who live there. Honestly, I think it has everything to do with the vibe that you bring. You know, if you're open and you're kind and like you just allow yourself to maybe think differently than somebody, but still connect with them and love them well, like, you're going to be all right. So we had a great experience, and we actually really loved Utah. I would move back to Utah in a heartbeat. I really love it. I think it's great. Let's see. Electric says, as my father-in-law said, ministry would be easy if it wasn't for people. Been around this, but not in the thick of it myself. Yeah, and you know what, dude? What's crazy is like that's true about everything. You know, it's just we're all imperfect people trying to do our best. Oh, look at that, dude. The screen just popped in. We're all imperfect people trying to do our best at everything that we're doing. And, you know, things like, you know, whether it's church or you know, nonprofit organizations or whatever, it's the same. You know what I mean? It's just full of people who are doing their best, and sometimes they're going to get it right, sometimes they're going to get it wrong. And it's just part of it, man. You gotta figure that out. Let me see. JD says it is tough. I am thankful for the Super Severant Coffee House. Oh, the Super Secret Coffee House and how it has grown out. Yeah, dude, that's his. Hang on. Oh wait, this goes in like that. Okay, so this is our contrast wheel, I think. So yeah, that's the Discord for JD over there. The Super Secret Coffee House. Yes, it's very cool to see how that's coming together. I love it. Super rad. EOR says the Genesis controller is something you get as a freebie if you spend a certain amount. Oh, that's right. Oh, that does sound familiar. Dang. Yeah, I'm trying. Dude, I was even on. I want to give a shout out to my mod, Marcone, because I was very close to pre-ordering the DeLorean. There's a new DeLorean for. Oh, dude, did I mess? Okay, hang on. Oh, there's an L right here. The new DeLorean got released. That's the Speed Champions DeLorean. Or sorry, the pre-orders are opening, so it's coming in January 1st. But it's like $30. You get a little DeLorean build, and you get Doc Brown and Marty for $30. I'm like, I kind of need to pre-order this. And Marcone was like, save your money, dude. I'm like, thank you. That was the right encouragement. Oh my gosh. Redican says, I want to be part of the Cool Dudes Club. Dude, you're already in the Cool Dudes Club. You're here with us, with all these guys hanging out. You are here, brother. Welcome. JD says, this is my second time doing all of this, and the first time I did not do it so gracefully. This time around, I decided to allow for my faith to be very visible, as well as only have a faith-based Christian mod stuff. Yeah, dude, I would love to. I think I DM'd you, but I'd love to hear, like I said, some of the stuff that you kind of learned, and you know, yeah, just kind of hear from what your journey was like. Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. I'd love to do that. Dude, maybe it'll be a podcast or something. I'm trying to name it and claim it. Electric says, really cool, man. Respect for that. That's great. Redican, I mean, I think I'm cool. I consider myself a Goonie, if that makes a difference. Oh, dang. And Chance says, save your money. Dude, okay, Red, I don't know if you know this, but when I talk about, like, you know, you get a good group of buddies, me and some buddies just recently flew up to Portland and then drove to Astoria for the Goonies 40th anniversary bash or whatever it was, and got to, like, go to the house. Dude, I got to play Goonies 2 on the NES. I got to play Goonies 2 on the Goonies house porch. It was amazing. I have footage. I have footage from the trip, and I just haven't put it together. Part of that has been a little bit of, like, concern about, like, how does it fit for my channel. So I gotta figure that out, dude. But all right, guys. Unfortunately, hang on a second. Dude, we're going gorilla style. Oh yeah, I forgot I flipped it. I just want to reiterate, my stream is never like this ever. It's actually, like, try to keep it polished and nice, but yeah. Usually we got it locked in, and it's been a little funky this time around. Where's my focus at? There it is. So this is a little bit more guerrilla style. It's a little more raw, I guess is the way you could say it. But guys, that's my time. Usually, so like I said, I'm usually here 12 to 1 Pacific, and we do all kinds of things. This is kind of a unique thing where we're building the Game Boy because it feels retro game centric, but usually we're playing through a game or just hanging out and like connecting and like having a blast talking about different things and stuff like that. So sometimes we get to a game, sometimes we just spend so much time talking to each other that we don't even get to the game. So what can I say? But I do want to say a couple of things. Number one, thank you guys for going over and supporting on Twitch. Like I said, really close to affiliate. And so this is all super helpful. Thank you. Tons of new people. Like even, again, it just is a testament to JD, what you got going on over there, dude. Like the fact that so many guys from the super secret coffee house popped into the stream is like, that's just legit, guys. I really, really appreciate it. So, yeah, thank you guys for being here. For Dial Up Dreams, Midnight Mike, Ethan, dude, JD himself, I really appreciate that, my friend. And then all the, Ninja Boy, and then, dude, all the OGs, man. You know who you are. Omega Mario, that's a name I haven't seen in a while. Good to see you. But Zach, Marcone, all y'all. It was really good. Electric, always a pleasure. EOR, my friend, good to see you as well. Shelf, thanks for being here. Guys, like I said, I got a lot of stuff in the hopper. I have a review for the Chromatic that I need to get out, and then also I got some interesting like video essay stuff that I want to talk about. I will, like I said, I'm at the monastery this weekend, so I'll be completely off the grid Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but it's over on the coast, and I'm planning on like kind of on my way there and maybe on my way back filming a little bit of stuff too. So we'll put that all together. That'll be really cool. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Go get him. It's only Tuesday. Got the whole week ahead of you. Go do something and go do something awesome. Stay rad, and I'll see you soon. Peace. Ninja Boy says he can do the truffle shuffle flawlessly. So we're going to hold you to it. All right, see you guys.